Hi, this is Joe Navarro. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do Q&A with Joe Navarro, and I'm going to answer your questions. What I would encourage you to do is listen to their tone of voice. I'm sure we've all had phone calls where somebody was yelling or angry and so forth, or they were condescending or talking down to us. But sometimes it's more subtle. You can tell that there's psychological discomfort by how they're breathing, how quickly they're breathing. Perhaps there's long exhales. Other times, there may be a little bit of what's called microaggression, where they might use a word to provoke you and so forth. So there are ways to detect if there's psychological discomfort. And obviously, you may hear somebody tearing up or talking in a way that demonstrates that emotionally this is charged. So there are ways that we can detect negative emotions. We just have to listen. It is true that as we grow, as we age, that our body language changes. So many things will affect body language. Arthritis can affect body language. Medication that you may be taking can affect body language. President Truman, because of his military experience, walked 132 drill steps to the minute. So that affected his body language, and the kind of work that you did. A bricklayer or someone that worked outdoors with their hands, they may have afflictions and so forth with their back, and that affects the body language. So the answer is yes. Body language changes over time. We do slow down. Our reaction times slow down. Oftentimes, you may see the person actually take a little longer to process the information before they answer. This is all to be expected, but it's very individuated. It really depends on the person and the circumstances. Well, first of all, let's be realistic. Assertiveness is not appreciated in every culture. It is not appreciated in every situation. In fact, assertiveness can work against you. It can leave people with a sort of bad taste in their mouth, having dealt with someone that's too assertive. And once again, not every culture appreciates assertiveness. In fact, there are many cultures where humility is venerated and assertiveness is decried. So be aware of where you're at. Sometimes we have to be assertive, especially when there are issues with security, with well-being, with letting people know that there are boundaries. That certainly requires assertiveness. But in business, conviviality, getting along, being genuinely interested in the thinking of other people, and responding with respect goes a long way to establish you as someone that is well-liked and well-respected. And so for me, that is far more important than being assertive. The way I look at emotional intelligence is this way. We all, for the most part, have the ability to read each other's body language and to engage with each other. We see it from the very beginning when we're first born. touch is our first language. Our second language is how we gaze at each other. The baby gazes at the mother or the father and back and forth. That is the essence of emotional intelligence. Now, obviously, some people over time will develop the ability to perceive when others are feeling down, when they're struggling with something. And we know from babies as young as 9, 10, 11 months old that they're already sensitive to when others are feeling down, or when they recognize that someone isn't being treated nicely. It's that ability that we can improve on as we grow older that contributes to emotional intelligence. So for me, it's about the ability to read body language, but then what to do with it. And that's the essence, for me, of what emotional intelligence is. So here's my perspective on presence. For me, the most important thing is awareness. It's not about your physicality. It's not about dominating a room in any way. It is about awareness. And awareness begins with ourselves, of being aware of how I present, what's my mood and what my attitude is today, maybe going into a meeting and so forth. And having an awareness of who's in the room and what's going to be discussed and so forth. Being prepared is part of that awareness. And then being mindful, respectful, but also attentive to slight changes in mood or anything that may be going on. That awareness includes awareness of needs, wants, desires, fears, concerns, and preferences of other people. I think when we do that, when we have that kind of awareness, it elevates our presence. People see us as someone they can respect, someone they can trust, maybe even something they admire. So my take on it is a little different. It's about our awareness of others, and in doing that, it elevates our sense of presence. So thank you for your questions. I look forward to getting many more of them from you. Please like below, subscribe, and ring the bell, and never hesitate to send me your questions. Thank you.